Good morning. This is Director of Photography, Marlon Green. Welcome to this session of Picture This. And today I'm going to summarize the last week in leadership, which is pretty much today is Wednesday, May 3rd. And so this is pretty much what happened last week and what's in the news. I believe I'm a better leader because I listen and I deliver promises. And that's pretty much a main factor when deciphering and managing leadership. Political views, picture this. In world news, Donald Trump has decided to have a meeting with Kim Jong-un of North Korea, and that's a great positive step because considering how it first started off, dropping the Moab bomb and sending Vice President Pence in a hostile environment, I'm glad this turned around. And Vice President Pence, by the way, did a great job going into North Korea in such a hostile environment after we've dropped the Moab bomb. Donald Trump will meet North Korean leader, and that's a great positive step because really the industrial military complex is calling the shots on all war. They have their assets spread all over the globe, and if they're not spying with corporate interests, they're going to hammer you with the military. So you got to stop these guys before they even get started. The Queen of England is pissed off. She's pissed off. People are finding out that she's trying to take over the world using women. And so now she's threatening World War III, starting the skirmish, in particular with Russia, and meddling in international affairs concerning the Middle East when she should not. And just reminding you, Queen, you do not own Africa. You do not have roots in Africa. You will be expelled in the future, you and your family. You occupied China. You occupied America. And we have not tried to occupy you because we're supposed to be allies. Well, we're only allies when it's convenient to the Queen. Obama and the Clintons and the Bush are related to the Queen of England. No wonder it's so anti-establishment because the same guy's been running both sides of the aisle for decades, probably longer, at least since the 70s. And so don't try to act like you're doing something when you're not. And a lot of people have been in power and position for 20 years and haven't made a difference at all. The Black Congressional Congress, you're a joke. All community activists that are having problems in the United States, I request and I urge you to go to Africa, go to Haiti, go to these third world countries in South America where blacks are, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Cayman Islands. These people want to be around us. They want to cipher from us. They want to suck our life's essence like mosquitoes, but they don't want to work. They don't want to embrace us. So we have to get rid of these people. Governments like apartheid, governments like Israel, we are not listening to them. I am not on North Korea's side, but I am with the global community, and we are definitely not listening to Israel because Israel is not a good leadership, dependable country. They say one thing and they do another. The United States and our leadership agencies like the CIA, the FBI, they full of shit because they still haven't admit that Israel bombed the USS Liberty, killed 13 soldiers, and they still haven't admitted that the Queen of England jumped claim by establishing Israel, and there was no great sign and there was no great wonders. People like Colin Kaepernick, all of you African Americans, all of you professionals who have college degrees, who have world titles, go to Africa. Go to these countries and help out your own people. Start setting up the infrastructure. You have an education. Start setting up the networks. You have technical abilities. You do not have to stay in the United States and take all of this crap when you can be helping us build in other countries. Since you have a famous name and a famous face, you're more than likely to get things done in Africa than low profile celebrities like me or professors that are accomplished and are not known. It's better for the celebrities right now, high profile, political, leadership, sports, business, start going to Africa now and start setting up these business networks. The first thing that we need to work on is the right now. Start preserving our natural lands, start preserving our natural reserves, and the world knows now that Japan has destroyed 1/3 of the world's ocean, and all of the fish are seeming to gather around Africa. Well, white folks want to act like they love Africa so much, but the ones that we don't like, you're going to come up out of there. We haven't gotten anything out of Africa or America for at least 400 years while you all sit on your butts and milk the system. Those days are over. I'm a disabled veteran. I don't get the respect I'm supposed to get in America, and we are definitely thinking about the business exodus out of here. I'm glad that the United States is trying to make improvements, but as long as we have renegades that are bureaucratic in nature, we're going to always have problems. We got to sweep these guys all the way out the door, just like they are you on illegally occupied lands. I was glad to stop the NBA from imposing leadership on our kids, because we're not the ones that need the ground leadership. We have ground leadership already established and are getting things done. What we need you all to do, we need you all to open up dialogue with the courts. We need you to open up dialogues further with the cops. And we need to open up dialogue and establish ourselves in these agencies such as child support agencies, law enforcement agencies, and other social agencies like Planned Parenthood. And we need to implement our own population reduction policies, because we do not need Bill Gates modifying mosquitoes to cause more problems, just like the food. And all of these GMO, they cause cancer. All these GMO foods, they cause cancer. All of these plant products, we're still using petroleum products. We should be transitioning to cannabis and plant-based products, not petroleum, raising the cost. Have you all noticed the price of gas went up with all of this crap going on? Every time they start a war, the price of gas going up, and that doesn't help anybody but corporate and the military-industrial complex. We need better leaders in film. We need better leaders in mainstream media. We need better leaders in multimedia, such as myself. Use your influence to make the world better, not just make yourself comfortable. Because I'm living a high quality of life, even though I'm being attacked by most of these people in high places. My quality of life is still pretty good, and people still tend to be a little envious of my accomplishments. And that's okay, but you can stick around and I'll show you that I'm a better leader than you all. Oh, and by the way, in case you have not noticed, the world is taking notice and are listening to my ideas. Pretty soon it's going to be to the point that you can't win without my ideas, because you all, it's not that I'm smarter than you all, it's because I'm spending my time more efficiently than you all. And you know how I made the Hall of Fame, the Photography Hall of Fame? By putting others projects ahead of mine, and I just got good of it. I've asked for help over the years and did not get it, but that's okay, because I am way ahead of most people. So recapping, those of you who have international experience, famous faces, famous titles, go start to Africa and setting up these networks, setting up these business networks, setting up these agricultural networks, setting up these technology networks. We need to start working on our own artificial intelligence. We need one for economics, and we need one for space travel. I recommend we help develop Amy further, because we got the great concept model and it works pretty good if you know what you're doing and you know what your goals are. We've been leading. I've always been a leader all of my life. Captain of JROTC, president of Student Government Association, U.S. Army, All-American Airborne, All-American Ass-Kicking Motivator. world famous director of photography, and a lot of things I support in the community. You cannot get much done without me knowing on the grassroots level. You cannot get much done without us saying so on the grassroots level. And if the polls, if you all still are using polls, we calling shots. You're out of your minds. And yes, we are anti-establishment because the establishment is trying to turn America into a monarchy instead of a democracy. They've attacked our banks, they've attacked our infrastructure, and so most people, this goes for everyone, you're under a curse if you cannot apologize, say you're sorry, or make quality adjustments. I can do that, and I am not even rich, and I'm whipping and kicking everybody's butt on every level. So what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Are you anchored by something? Free your mind and your ass will follow. And that goes for the rest of the world too. Signing out.